Hall Sausage and Wholesale Meats. Perfect slow-smoked Southern-style smoked sausage made from only the finest ingredients. Made in Mobile. Authentic Southern smoked sausage, andouille, red hots, garlic red hots, and garlic bologna. Hall's is also your source for Smithfield ribs, fresh-cut steaks, fresh and smoked pork chops, Ziegler products, and much more. Call 251-457-3321 or stop by 210 Iroquois Street in Chickasaw. Hall Sausage and Wholesale Meats. Saving supper since 1945.
Best brunch spots in the area, Mike and Stu have the answer. With a combined half-century in the industry, they bring their wealth of experience to bring you the latest trends, expert opinions, and interviews with people in the know. They are the dynamic duo of dining. It's a wine and food show, Stu. It's a food and wine show, trust me. Right here, it's Sip and Chew. It's wine and food. Because chew rhymes with stew. That's the only reason. Are you glorified fry cook and grape killer? Now it's time to Sip and Chew with Mike and Stu on FM Talk 1065.
How you doing, Michael?
Hey, what, man? What are you talking so loud for? You just woke me up, man. I was just in a little dream.
He has dozed off a few times while we've been in here this morning getting set.
I'm just trying to catch up. But good morning, everybody. Welcome to Sip and Chew with Mike and Stu. I'm Mike.
I'm Stu.
There you go. We've had
Trying to match your energy.
We've had a heck of a week.
Yeah. We've been up to some stuff.
Stu.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm tired. I'm ready to rest now.
You know, it ended like Tuesday, right?
Well, not for you. For you, I keep getting invited to things, and I love it. I have to.
Oh, okay.
I have to go.
Yeah.
I have to go. I'm living. I'm enjoying life, living. You know. I don't want to be one of those curmudgeon. I don't want to turn out to be a curmudgeon
That stays in his house all the time with his two dogs.
like you.
Yeah.
I got two cats.
Yeah.
So,
That's not curmudgeonly. That is that's just ornery.
ornery.
Yeah.
Honor it. Well, it's an honor. Anyway, how was your week? Did you have a good week?
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
I did. Ended it with a little bit of a head cold that I'm over now.
A lot of people starting with that right now.
Well, good. I'm glad it's not just me.
I had it like 2 weeks ago. We didn't have 2 weeks ago. I couldn't stop coughing.
Yeah.
But it kind of went away.
Mine was just sniffles. But ever since my freshman year of college, when I had pneumonia, every head cold, when it ends, I cough for like 2 days because it's everything, I guess, that was stopped up. But,
Yeah.
So I'll have an annoying little hack here for the next couple of days. You'll just get over it.
Get some honey, some local honey. So anyway,
You know where you can get some fine locally made honey?
where?
At Mayor State Park, they have their own apiary out there
Oh, cool.
and do their own honey. It's called Delta Gold honey. And you just drive up to the little booth there where the ranger takes your $2 to go visit the park and just buy you some honey.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. And
Well said.
I think you can you buy the honey that's made on the roof of the Admiral Sims downtown? Do they
I'm
sell
not
it?
su- If they don't, they should, because when our buddy Kevin Brooks was there, he said he had more honey than he knew what to do with.
Wow.
Yeah. He encouraged me to come and just get honey.
hmm
They make honey at the Admiral
They have
Sims?
beehives on the roof.
Really?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's really big in New York, Chicago, places
Well,
like that.
I knew that, but I didn't realize we had anything local like that.
Mhm.
Awesome.
It's the only one I know of. I
Yeah.
don't think your mic's on, by the way. You sound like you're in the room next to us.
Well, how about this?
Oh, now I can hear you.
Now we got
I can hear you now.
You guys are the stars. I'm just sitting back here.
this.
When does
I
that
just
kick?
produced.
When does it kick in? When does it kick in? When do we start getting star pay? Anyway,
You don't pay yourselves?
In love.
this is a passion of. It's a passion.
Yeah, project of passion.
Yeah, I asked Stu a long time
But
ago.
if y'all want to send us money, by all means.
Yes, I asked Stu a long time ago, hey, you want to do this radio show? And we've been doing it ever since.
Yeah.
But we enjoy doing it. But we enjoy coming on here and every Sunday morning for the rest of our lives.
Yeah. Now we do get paid in weekends like we had last weekend.
Oh my God, there's the fringe benefits.
Yeah. Everybody got to see Guy Fieri,
Mhm.
you know, and everybody got to see Cowboy Mouth.
Yeah.
We got to hang with them.
We got to hang with them and stretch and
Yeah, Stretch was in there, and he snuck us back into the green room for the band, which looked just like all the other rooms. It wasn't really green. They just had like a curtain hanging up there. There was no drugs going on, no partying. Just
yeah,
a couple of guys sitting around eating the same food that was getting passed around to us, drinking the
Yeah.
same drinks that were getting handed out to us. But they had a curtain,
yeah.
and that's all that mattered. But we hung out with Guy Fieri and Stretch Rumaner, who is a Kansas City chef, who is a veteran of Triple D.
I can't wait to go to Kansas City next month and go eat at Grinders Pizza.
Yeah. Hang out with Stretch a little. He's going to be out of town, though.
Well, he said he might be at the beach.
Oh, so he'll be here. That's right. He's going to be here. You're going to be there.
He said he wasn't sure. He was going to check his schedule.
You should have said when we pop in, make
Well,
sure
that's
everybody's
not
doing
gonna-
what they're supposed to be doing.
That's not, that doesn't stop me from going there and eating.
Right.
I'm looking forward to it.
And he had the best recommendations for where to get barbecue. Yeah. And as legendary as Arthur Bryant's is, he said he wouldn't waste the time. He said it is a shell of what it once was, because it's so big now.
Mm-hmm.
And he had some good recommendations for you that I'm sure you've forgotten. So
I have. Well, he told me to just reach out to him.
Yeah,
Because we have star power and we can.
Yeah, because we got that kind of stuff that.
Oh, there goes my headphones.
Yeah, that we're enough of a coattail hangers on that
Hangers oners.
Yeah, that we know the people that know the people that know.
It's good to know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. It's like it's just like I put an ad. I put a post on Facebook. I hardly ever on Facebook, but I put a what? I put a post needing some wood, some of that live edge wood to build a countertop with. And I had all kind of people reach out to me, but a friend of mine, Asa Cheeseman, he reached out to me and he said, "Hey, I have a friend." And so I went to the guy's house yesterday and got my wood, and he listens to the show all the time. Hey, Joseph,
wood provider,
Joseph
Wood
Stevens,
provider.
Joseph Stevens, and he's got quite a spread.
Wood?
Well, that too, but he's got like a big family farm, and he's got a big metal building with a big old saw.
So he's got a lumber mill.
He's got his own lumber mill, yeah. And he's got some beautiful. It smells so good. It really does. When you're around cut wood like that, and it just
Murdered trees, you mean?
You just like, oh, it smells so good. Cedar and oak and walnut.
Not pine. Not pine.
Well, he cut some pine, but
no, but it smells like turpentine.
Yeah, but this stuff was.
You know why it smells like turpentine? Because that's where it comes from. Because that's where it comes from.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
that's I believe it is the sap of the pine tree. But Bill Finch can tell you for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Or Joe could probably tell us.
I bet Steve could tell us if he Googled it.
Google it.
That doesn't mean you have to Google it, Steve.
But we've had a great week.
Just doing my job.
And there's some people locally that's going to have some stuff coming up that we need to probably discuss.
Be invited to? Discuss.
We might,
celebrate.
But one of them's Alabama.
There you go, Mike. Can you read that?
Pine trees. Turpentine oil is generally produced in countries. Oh, yeah, countries.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's not done in the middle of the ocean.
I knew it coming.
And you're just not going to read anybody else anything else. Huh?
Well,
they had large tracts of pine trees. And principal European turpentines are a derivative from the cluster pine, while the main source of turpentine in the United States is longleaf pine, which is what we have here locally.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You get on down into Florida, you'll see shortleaf, the DeSoto National Forest, just over in Loosedale,
up around that way.
Yeah, it's got a lot of shortleaf pine in it instead of longleaf pine. Beautiful forest, beautiful. If you're looking for some place to just go hike and just enjoy a forest in the fall, because it's already too hot now for that. Yeah, just drive about an hour west of here, and Highway 26, I believe, coming out of Loosedale. There's a number of places where you can hike the DeSoto National Forest. But remember, you can't take any video and put it on Facebook to share with your friends, because Facebook makes money off it. So the federal government's going to fine you $1,000 because you don't get the free permit, which costs $100 to apply for.
Of course.
Now, how is it? And that's one of the things that's going up before the courts is, how can you say this is free when it costs $100 to apply for it?
Wow.
And if you get turned down, you don't get your $100 back.
That would be a donation.
It's a racket.
But photographs, you can take all the photographs you want.
It's
Just
a
no video.
racket. It's a racket.
It is, and it's getting sorted out right now because it was bureaucrats looking at it and going, how can we get some money out of all these people who want to go hiking now? And making these videos that support the National Park Service. So it's getting ironed out. I think Senator Tommy Tuberville's been a part of that because I personally emailed him about it.
Cool. All right, 251-343-0106 is our call-in and text-in line.
And you can do that.
We'd like to hear from you today. Call us and ask us questions about Guy.
Ain't that some stuff? You go to Yellowstone, you take some videos and go into it over there next to a buffalo and you put it on Facebook, and then a month later, that old thing will send you a fine for $1,000.
I took care of a bunch of things. Oh, yeah. Well, somewhere in Yellowstone right now. Somewhere last week.
Well, it's unlikely to happen because right now another judge called a halt for that. So I did a hike in just over October. The end of October is when it passed. But I wasn't actually in the national forest. I was in wildlife management.
Start your journey today by
Everything in Alabama is Little River.
Little River is a natural recreation area. You've got
emails
Talladega
filling your
National
employees'
Forest.
inboxes.
You've
Downloads
got
beaming from
Bankhead
device
National
to
Forest on
device.
the other side.
And any one of them could be a cyber
And
attack.
those are all national. So you have to get permits.
Is it possible to keep your small business safe?
So Little River.
It is with
Little
Comcast
River,
Business Security Edge.
National
It helps keep your
Wildlife
connected
Refuge.
devices protected.
And
And you can monitor threat activity in real time. So this
It's like or a recreation area. That's
is the
what
last
it's
thing you need to worry about.
Same
With
thing.
We
Comcast
got one over
Business,
in Atmore.
advanced security isn't just possible. It's
By the
happening.
Castle Creek.
Get started with fast speeds
And
and
they have
advanced security
trustees
for
that work
$39 a month for 12 months with no
playing
annual
grounds,
contract.
it's
Plus,
great
ask Captain
sport.
up to a
It's a
$500
great park.
prepaid card with a qualifying
That'd be
gig
great.
bundle.
Yeah, no,
Call or
parks
go
are
online
different.
today to learn more. Offer
They're-
ends 7/23/2023.
The different
Restrictions
designations
apply. Requires
determine
paperless
what the
billing and automatic
regulations
payments.
are
New
and
100
how
megabytes
much
per second
money they
internet.
can
Security Edge customers only.
So
Equipment
like
installation, taxes, and other fees extra and subject to change. After 12
Liberty
months,
Island,
regular rates apply.
that is not a national park.
Dalton
That
Orwig
is a
here with
national
Brian
monument.
Comer from Tobias and
So
Comer
the
Law
rules
and
are
Law
different. So like
251.
national
And
forest,
Brian, let's talk
you
about
can
something
hunt
that's
there.
affected far too many
Well,
people,
you
and
gotta
that's
state
DUIs.
laws.
Yeah, that's right, Dalton. Unfortunately,
National
we've
park,
seen a
very
huge
few of them
uptick, it
allow you
seems,
hunting,
in
but
people who've been injured by
then you have to
DUIs.
put
Alabama
something
ranks in one study fifth in
Like
the
I said,
country
just
on
the different
DUI
designations
fatalities, and
determine what
it's something that we need to
regulations
try to avoid. Those that are out there driving
Oh,
under the
yeah,
influence,
music
there's
bumpers,
civil
if you guys
consequences
might
and
have to
there's
hear
legal
music,
consequences.
you guys
Obviously,
want.
there's the criminal side of it where
Pick it out at
the drug
random,
driver can get
like an
prosecuted, but
algorithm
also
on
on the
your,
civil side of it, you're
iPhone,
exposing
you
yourself
can
to
see the
compensatory damages for causing injury, but also punitive damages for deciding to drive while impaired. Tobias and Comer Law, you guys cover a lot more than just victims and DUI accidents. Folks can see everything about you at TobiasComerLaw.com, and they can also call for a free consultation. You can reach us at 251-432-5001. And also, while you're there at the website, check out Top 5 Things to Know About DUI Accidents. As Brian Comer, Tobias and Comer Law, and Law 251. Hello again, friends. I'm Randy Bergen, inviting you to join me, Coach Rick Cleveland, and Coach Mark Lassiter for the Trip Sports Report presented by Alpha. And we'll be coming to you live from the Eastern Shore Toyota and Hyundai Studios for 2 hours, beginning at 8. Just athletes, administrators, and more as we'll keep you up to date on all things travel along the Gulf Coast of Mississippi, Florida, and the state of Alabama. Wake up with the Trip Sports Report team this Saturday morning starting at 8 a.m. right here on FM Talk 106.5.
To get on the line, call 343-0106. Now back to Mike and Stu.
Mike and Stu, that's us. Wake up, Mike. We're
I'm
back.
here. Okay. I'm having issues with my headphones this morning.
Well,
I think
you
it's my
have them
head.
on out inside out. You've got a speaker pointing away from your head, not towards it.
I'll be turned. How did that happen? Oh,
Hey man, do you
have a
taste
little
metal?
L on one side and an R on the
Is
other
your
side.
left arm numb? Are you stroking out on me as we speak?
that was weird.
Yeah.
That's like I could hear a voice over there.
Yeah. So we started out
Let me tell you how I started my day.
Tell me
On the corner of Fat and Happy.
What were you doing there?
I was eating
Eating what?
some grits and fish.
Some breakfast?
Some breakfast. Great food. Those guys.
Where is that?
That's on that's at North Jackson and
Right, what's the name
St.
of it?
Francis.
You haven't said the name of the
It's
sponsor yet.
Bob's.
Bob's what?
Bob's Downtown Restaurant. People call it diner. I like calling it diner, but it's officially Bob's Downtown Restaurant.
Yeah, it's Bob's.
Yeah, Bob's.
That's a good place.
And you know what?
What?
Bob's not there.
No.
There is no Bob.
Yeah, but Tony is there most of the time.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. And happy birthday to Tony. He turned what, 51 yesterday?
I don't
I think
know.
that's what he said.
I went to his party. I went to the big, yeah, it had to
Yeah.
be because I went to the big one last year.
Yeah, we both.
Mhm. Yeah, you were there too.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. I was walking down by the river in his backyard going, I should have brought some fish with me.
Uh-huh.
And that's what Tony said. You should have brought some fishing equipment. Because there was some reds running up to that creek.
With all that food,
Yeah.
and all those nice women,
Yes,
ladies that
they're
were
welcome
there.
to come down and watch me fish and bring
Parties.
me a sandwich.
Wow.
Oh,
Well, I mean, if they're coming down there anyway, grab a sandwich.
All four lines are just light.
they got some. Yeah, all of them are lit up. So anyway,
I will tell you, I attracted a young lady one time at Bass Pro Shop because I was tearing up that little rifle game they used to have.
oh yeah,
Yeah, and she was just like, oh.
I
And-
thought you were going to say he had a special lure.
I thought
no,
you
no,
were-
I was just,
He has an allure about him.
yeah, I'm not even a great shot. He's got a laser on it. How are y'all missing?
Yeah,
You know, how do you keep missing? And I picked it up and I got like 80%. And she was like, oh, wow. Oh, manly man.
man,
It's an air rifle in a store.
Did you take her out to dinner?
Yeah, we ended up dating for 3 years. Yeah, it was Heather.
Oh,
Yeah.
anyway, this is not a dating game here.
Yeah.
Anyway, last night I was at Le Bichon Wine and Tapas Bar. Tanya's birthday.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Tanya.
birthday,
All our
Tanya.
sponsors having a birthday at the same time?
It seems to be.
Yeah.
It seems to be.
If anyone else had a birthday yesterday, you are welcome to sponsor our show. We will take that money.
But yes, I was there last night and quite a crowd for
Good,
Tanya
good.
because everybody loves Tanya.
Yeah.
I love Tanya. Everybody loves Tanya. So we want to thank them. We want to thank Hall Sausage and
Wholesale meat.
Wholesale Meats. Yes.
Yep. I intend to be making a purchase from Halls in the next week or so. We'll talk about that.
I bet you are. And
Yeah.
yeah.
And, gonna get a bunch of that on Dewey. And the next week I'll probably do the venison.
And one other person we got to thank Butch Cassidy's Corner Fat and Happy. No, at
you mean
corner,
Roy Seaward?
Yeah, Roy Seaward Corner.
Yeah, because Butch Cassidy died a long time ago.
O'Shell and Florida Street,
Florida.
which we fondly call Flo Shell. And Roy was my VIP guest the other night.
Yeah.
So and I heard about it from several people. Why didn't you take me? So,
Because Roy bought us drinks.
yeah.
And Roy pays for the casinos when Mike goes over. Roy got the hook up over there at the Golden
He does. So, but anyway, those are the people we appreciate. We certainly appreciate their support.
Nugget. Yeah, we appreciate other people too.
Yeah,
Those are the ones that pay us to appreciate them.
But anyway,
So we don't want to forget them.
so
Yes, sir.
bringing up the issue, you texted me the other day and said that you signed something.
Oh, yes.
Mhm.
Friday, I signed the lease. Everybody signed their leases last week.
Mhm.
There is now a really good chance we're going to be open June 30th, which is a
Cool.
Friday. So we're just going to jump right into the fire at Box Out, in case you didn't know what I was talking about. Most people have scheduled we had to sign the lease to schedule the health department thing. We're all scrambling last week, and the health department's like, how do I know you even have property? Do you have proof of a lease? Oh, so we all had to do that.
Mhm.
So everybody either went Friday, and then I'm going tomorrow to schedule my inspection. But like I say, hopefully week after next, the end of the week. That would be 4th of July weekend almost, wouldn't it? June
Yeah.
30th.
Yeah.
5 days.
1 week,
from-
yeah, but just a few days later.
I'm looking at the old calendar. And yeah, 4th of July is on a Tuesday. So one of the questions I got to ask is, our agreement with the city for a while is that we are closed Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday for further construction. Does that include 4th of July? Because we can't do construction, it's closed. So we may be open 4th of July, and if not, you and I may be going to Biloxi.
like times in the past.
Yeah. There's nothing like a food crawl in Mississippi on the 4th of July.
You know, I've been wanting to experiment with some Pensacola stuff one day too.
Yeah, but Roy didn't pay for that.
Oh, I know.
We got to fork over our own cash for that.
Well, I mean, I fork over my own anyway
Yeah.
a lot of times, but Roy always seems to come through there, and but I have a lot of people. Which a lot of people do know, and I do support a lot here locally. I support more than I ever post about,
Right?
Unless something really blows my socks off. Yeah, and I really want to talk about it, you know. But
I'm sorry, Biloxi and Pensacola are local.
Yeah,
you can drive to
regional.
Can drive to Biloxi or Pensacola faster than you can get from Dauphin Island to Citronelle.
They're regional, and
that's in the same county.
Yeah.
So that is local. Just ignore those state lines, man. Those are put there for politicians.
Yeah,
Pascagoula is our neighbor.
Yeah,
you know, Pace maybe not so much, but Milton, that's our neighbor. We don't need Pace. We've already got Sims and Wilbur. We've got all the meth we need.
Phone lines are lighting up. The mayor of Pace calling.
Yeah, okay.
So anyway,
he's down at the Waffle House where he's working the morning shift.
Lord,
wow. Pace does have a Waffle House on both sides of the interstate exit.
Just keep in mind, Mike, he's hangry.
That's right. That's right.
I was eating at a restaurant in Pace that's right on the bay, and I got a dozen raw oysters. It was like $3, something like that. It's the middle of the season, and I posted the picture on Facebook. Somebody from New York said, "I would never eat oysters that were only $3 a dozen." And I took a picture and I said, "They came from right where I'm sitting." And they went, "Oh my gosh, I've never had oysters that were fresh." No, you haven't.
That's part of the reason why they cost you so much.
Yes. Yeah. If you want the good ones, they got to come up from the Gulf.
Yeah.
So I just decided to go to the Gulf since, it's an hour drive. Or so.
Or so on 59, it ain't.
I meant the Gulf of Mexico.
And folks, it's the Gulf, not the ocean.
Yeah. And it's not the Gulf either. It's not the Gulf of Mexico.
And it's not
the Gulf of Mexico is probably a resort somewhere outside of Mexico City or Juarez or something. It's golf is a sport.
You come to the Gulf to play golf.
Well, I come to the Gulf to find the air conditioning. That's what I'm looking for. I want air conditioning and I want some seafood.
I want a nice shaded palm tree with a breeze, with sea breeze blowing through my hair, and
a 6-foot blonde, I suppose.
That's too tall.
Yeah, that fella can be 5'5". He'd be okay with it.
She better have her own drink. She ain't gonna get none of my drink. My bushwhacker. So
there's line 3. Okay.
Well,
we're just never mind.
And we still hadn't talked about hanging out with Fieri yet. We're a minute away. We're hoping to have a guest in the next segment to expound on that subject, and in case they overslept or forgot, then we'll talk about it.
And if our guest calls in, they really got the experience.
Oh yeah, the inside side.
So,
and in case you're wondering, that someone is Nick DeMario, which is Panini Pete's better half, business-wise, not in a relationship.
Yeah.
But did you get to talk to Jody any the other night?
I talked to Jody a good bit.
Good. Yeah.
She's a sweetheart.
Good little. She and I had, were able to talk about that whole, spending most of your life in a hospital thing. So we bonded over suffering. Hey, we got to go. Is that what it is? Is that what you just held up? Was that 30?
15 seconds.
Oh, okay. And what in 15 seconds you could say 251-343-0106. That is the call and text line, couldn't you, Mike?
You could.
You could.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got that out of the way. So now we can just jibber.
If that's how you want to spend your 15 seconds.
We don't know about contest coming up.
Spring is upon us,
That
and
we have
Bush
friends
Farms
and
Nursery,
involved in.
Orchard, and Bay Minette Ask fruit
I'm
trees,
sorry, what?
Northland
I
maple
said,
trees.
if he
Check
doesn't
out
know,
our
I'm gonna
Facebook
talk about
post
the
on Facebook, and you can
competition coming up
see
that
all
we
the
have friends
beautiful plants and
involved in.
trees to
I don't know
beautify
anything
your
about them, but
landscape.
we
Search
can
on
talk
Facebook,
about what
Bush
we
Farms
did.
Nursery
Yeah,
Orchard.
FM Talk 1065, the Gulf Coast Weather Authority, and Dr. Bill Williams.
I told him he was Sunday, so he
Today,
knows
with a
it's
few
not
afternoon showers and thunderstorms, high temperatures will be around 90 degrees. Tonight, a few showers and thunderstorms, lows in the lower 70s. And for Monday, mostly sunny with scattered afternoon showers and thunderstorms, and highs in the lower 90s. This is meteorologist Dr. Bill Williams.
FM Talk 1065, the Gulf Coast Weather Authority.
Hey, my buddy Joey Mason from Mason Hills Farm back in studio, which means you got some great news for us. Yeah, Sean, we had a lot of success with the last sale that we did. The listeners came out in support for us, and so that allowed us to get some of our premium cuts, some of our cuts that everybody likes to get, and we put those together in a box. Okay, so we're going to ask you what's in there. So we have tomahawks in there. We got ribeyes, we got fillets. These are great. So we can step our grill game for any time, but especially for Independence Day. Yes, sir. And in this box, we're going to offer 8 hamburger patties, roughly 2 pounds. And so that would allow you to have a plentiful supply for Independence Day. That's good because we got a lot of people coming in. These things are already pre-cut, throw them on the grill. And then we've got, of course, the ribeye, the fillet, and the tomahawks. All right, Joey, so how do we order these boxes? Yes, sir. MasonHillsFarm.com. Right there on the front page, you will see the box. You cannot miss it. Once again, that's MasonHillsFarm.com.
I think he slept in, fella.
Every Monday at 7, Jennifer Boozer presents Sweet Home
I
Canada.
was at
Brought to you by
Bluegill
Normal,
for
a
the high
national
school plan.
organization for the
High
reform
school
of
plan.
marijuana
One of them
laws.
had a
Answering your questions with accurate information and dispelling the myths of
not
CBD
graduate.
with guests from
Oh,
every
okay.
corner
We
of
had
the
two of the daughters,
industry.
and they were so
Check
excited about
Canavema.com
about
and email
alligators.
comments to
Alligators.
Home
Something
at
about it.
Canavema.
So I
And
looked down
join
the water
Jennifer
and looked
Boozer
down the
Monday at
alligator.
7 p.m. for
Wow,
Sweet
how
Home
about that long?
Canavema on FM Talk
Man,
1065.
this thing's hard stuff. It's
To
more,
get on
it's
the
more
line,
like
call
a,
343-0106. Now back to Mike and Stu.
There you go. Alligator gars are endangered.
I don't know.
They cannot be endangered. I went up to Yellow Creek outside of Tuscaloosa a couple of years ago, and it was apparently the week that the alligator gar were bedding, because we saw nothing but alligator gar. And the folks that took me fishing said usually, it's 10 fish a day, every time we come there. And I think we each caught one each, but the gar were just everywhere. Beautiful place up there, Yellow Creek. No cell phone coverage at all. It's
I know
beautiful.
it's going to sound uneducated to me.
I don't think I could go there.
What is an alligator gar? There are 2 kinds of gar in the waters here in the Delta. It is a predatory fish. It's not really good to eat, but you can. A lot of people do eat it, and Cajuns tell me blacken it, it's fine.
Really bony.
It's just not as nice as bass or brim or crappie or catfish. But the 2 types are described by their nose. They have really long noses. The needle nose is what you expect. It almost looks like a marlin in the front, but both ends open. Then the alligator gar, the mouth looks exactly like an alligator's.
Yeah.
Tape onto a fish.
Okay.
You know, that's a good segue in about what I'm about to announce.
Oh, you got some alligator gar, do you?
No, but the Alabama seafood cook-off's coming up.
Did not make it. I submitted. Yeah.
Okay.
That's my. It's like the nappies every year. They pester me for a recipe, and every year they don't choose mine.
No. Okay. So anyway, got 2 chefs from Baldwin County.
Excellent.
That are competing, and it's got Lawrence Agnew from Jesse's, and we got our friend Brody Olive.
Brody
from Perdido Beach Resort.
Brody has won this before.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, he did. The one down in Malabatry about 4 years ago. Did you go to that one? When they had it's the funniest thing, Steve. The Alabama Seafood Cook-Off for many years, was very seldom actually took place on the Gulf Coast. It was usually Birmingham. And I'm just like, no. And I think the Calametti brothers Calametti, were instrumental in bringing it to the Gulf Coast. They added Malabatry, which makes more sense than any other location in the state because it's the seafood capital of Alabama.
Right.
That's where it should be. I also understand
I was there.
Shores. Yeah,
I was there.
I also understand Gulf Shores because that's one of the best state parks in the state, so they can use those facilities, and you're right there on the Gulf.
Absolutely.
But Birmingham, Huntsville, that does not make sense.
Yeah, no.
You come to where the seafood is.
It's like you said with the oysters. I mean, it
Right.
doesn't make sense. Why would you,
Yeah.
that's like getting salsa in New York.
Depends on the neighborhood of Brooklyn that you're in.
That's true too.
Yeah. Be some fine salsa up there in some of those neighborhoods. I saw one Food Network show, may have been Andrew Zimmern, so it wasn't Food Network's Travel Channel, but he went to a soccer game like in Queens because everyone at that particular soccer field is from Central America. And they set up booths all around the soccer field that just provide traditional foods from Nicaragua and
Honduras.
Honduras, Costa Rica, Belize. And he said it was one of the most incredible Latin food displays he's ever seen in his life. And it's just, families setting up, selling stuff to each other while their kids are playing soccer.
Awesome.
And I would like to experience everything but the soccer part. I'm just not a fan myself.
Yeah.
That's part of the culture, though.
Right. And then I would thoroughly enjoy their enjoyment of the culture. No problem with that at all.
We also have I guess this is an online competition. Favorite chef, hosted by Carla Hall, Food Network. She's also a James Beard Award.
She's from Nashville.
Is she? Okay.
Yeah, Nashville.
But we have some people that we know participate in it.
Yeah. Apparently not me, because I didn't know anything about this.
Well, it's we got Tina Allen participate and Garrett Allen.
Hey,
but they're not competing as husband and wife. They're competing separate.
Yeah. Well, Garen, if you know what's best for you, buddy, come in second. Okay.
Anything but first.
Right.
Also, we got Amy Polanski.
Yeah. Know her.
Yeah. And Christine Andrews. Now, Christine Andrews, I think she worked for Premier Medical. But every day she's posting something delicious that she's cooked at home. And everybody's like, you need to open your own restaurant. But these are 4 people that I know, and 3 of them.
Right.
That are competing in this. The prize is $25,000.
I could use that.
And it starts on the 12th, which is tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
The competition starts tomorrow. So
go vote for them, y'all.
Go vote. And I didn't know that June was let's see. First of all, today's German Chocolate Day, National German Chocolate Day, and Corn on the Cob Day, dude. I drive by cornfields all day long during the week.
Yeah. And you ever just stop, go out there, and just take one bite out of a cob, get back in the car, and drive on? Oh, okay.
Well, I enjoy shucking.
Oysters or corn?
Corn.
Okay.
No, it's.
There was.
I don't mind shucking
we
oysters.
drove by something yesterday, and they had a festival going on, and it was called something Shuck It or something like that. I don't know what it was. It was in Sims there, and they had.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they had some sort of. They had a.
Maybe at Loblolly Farms.
No, it was right there at Heritage Park.
Oh, okay.
And they were having a festival yesterday, and they had a food truck there, and I cannot remember what it was called, Shucker's Best or something like that. It's quite good.
Oh, so it was it was like the roasted corn.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Love roasted corn.
Today is also this whole month is National Soul Food Month. Y'all know that? I never knew it. I just found that out.
It's
today.
probably fairly new to coincide with the Juneteenth celebration.
Yeah, I guess.
Celebration
That
of
makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I love soul food.
Mm-hmm. You ever eat at Mary's in Creighton?
Used to eat there quite a bit, but I spend most of my time in Baldwin County.
Yeah, my brother used to eat there a good bit when he still worked before he retired. His favorite day was Turkey Neck Day. My brother loves turkey neck.
They put the turkey necks and things every day,
Uh-huh.
and all their food. I mean, it's hard for me. I like to take a big old spoon, a fork full of beans or collards or something, but they cook a lot with. But they throw the bones in, and they use it like for flavor and all
It's
that.
called a broth.
A broth, and it's just sometimes I want to eat my beans freely. I don't want to have to stop and pull bones out of my mouth, and which sometimes they are.
So lazy. That's why he won't eat crawfish. He wants somebody else to peel them for him.
That's all right. She's out there
But
somewhere.
at least, yeah. Well, she's probably got a beard that looks like mine. I've got a friend that is so lazy when it comes to eating that he complains about Subway bread. I get tired chewing it.
Wow.
The only bread this dude likes to eat is like bunny bread.
He wouldn't like sourdough then, man.
No, he doesn't. Didn't like any bread except regular white sandwich bread, which I say that's not bread, that's cake.
Somewhere there is a list of where people collected complaints and comments from restaurants, from resorts, and I wish I'm gonna have to look it up. I'm gonna have to Google it, I guess.
On my own line.
And
Go in line with what he was talking about, lazy and just don't like inconveniences.
and this guy, this one woman, her review of the beach was it's too sandy.
Oh, during the pandemic, the reviews on the national parks on Facebook, and one of them was like, went to Yosemite. Wow, well, there's not much to do here. I guess it's okay if you like mountains and trees and stuff, but there were no rides at all. Oh my gosh. Well, it's not that kind of park.
Go pet a buffalo. Go pet a buffalo like two idiots have done this past week.
Yeah, I saw those videos.
Yeah, that's what you get, and they get fined for that too.
And you want to see something wild? You seen the videos of the hammerheads over there on Robertson Island in Orange Beach?
Mm-hmm.
There are, man, there's like 8 or 9 of them around the boats. Yeah. And they're all hammerheads. And remember that hammerhead that they found dead on the beach?
Mm-hmm.
She had 20 babies inside her. Wow. She probably committed suicide. Having to tend to all those babies.
One or two's bad enough.
Jesus, man, the hammerheads are just like, sure.
That's too short of a starting offensive and defensive team. So anyway, we hung out with Guy Fieri. We started off at Havana Rey. Let's talk about Havana Rey.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought you said some guy.
Yeah, Guy Fieri, a guy named Guy. And that was my first time going to Havana Rey's.
Yeah.
Now I'd been in that building before
many a times.
Well, yeah, many a times, and a number of different incarnations. The first time I went in there was when Mr. Brill owned Janino's at the Loop, and that pizza was phenomenal. That's Chris Brill's father, who owned Sim's House of Pizza.
Okay.
And Chris was probably in there like 16 years old in the kitchen at the time when I went in. Did a story for Current, back when Current existed, about the best slices in Mobile, and that was the best at the time. And then Chef Osman purchased the building, opened a restaurant for his wife for a while, and then we took over the building with Little House Midtown. And I don't know why people call that Midtown. It's not Midtown, it's a Loop.
Yeah, Salute.
This time I went back, and it is now a cigar store, which was interesting because their humidor used to be our kitchen.
Oh, wow. I remember when that was also Sonia's. Actually, Sonia's restaurant. That was before you got in there.
Any of that stuff, I guess.
Yeah. But he was actually Sonia, which is the executive chef now for the Athelson Club.
Oh, okay.
Beautiful food. I mean, great chef. Great chef. And he's got a great name, Sonia.
Yeah, Sonia. But we had a great time there. I tried the Respado tequila that the guy does, and that is really smooth. That was shockingly smooth. There was no burn at all.
I had it when I went down to later afterward. We went to Squid Ink. I had a shot over there.
Now I missed out on that part because I had to work the next morning. And my work involves actual work, not sitting in a car like Mike's does. Taking a nap. Tell the truth. Tell the truth, Mike.
I'm gonna love when
you're not on Facebook right now. You should have seen the priceless reaction from Mike.
I actually work. Mike just plays it working.
I'm gonna love when I can afford to get one of those cars that drives itself, and I have the seat vibrate say you have arrived at your destination.
Yeah,
and
but
wake up.
A lot of what I do is very physical, so I don't stay out late at night because my body is just too old for it anymore to do all of it. So I headed home, but you went down to Squid Ink. You stalked them on down there.
I invited myself. How could they say no? They didn't say no.
Yeah, but y'all had a good time. It looked like
I had a great time. Great food. Oh my god.
Yeah, and then
I had the pasta, the shrimp. Well,
the shrimp scampi, right?
Scampi, yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that's one of the best shrimp scampis in the area. And then next day we went out to finally experience the waterfront.
Yes.
And we have a video of all of this stuff on our Facebook page and on our YouTube page already. You can go click on it as soon as this is over if you want to. We don't mind. We'd like the clicks. But you could see, kind of our firsthand experience of what all of it was like. The number of both local celebrities and chefs that were at the waterfront. It was pretty awesome. We're going to shoot our little segment, and Mike goes, "Well, aren't you going to talk to Shelby and Chelsea?" What? I turn around and Shelby from WKSJ, right?
Yeah.
And then Chelsea Sayason from Studio 10. Both wonderful, wonderful friends of ours. Yes. 251-343-0106.
What
Mike,
is
what would
that?
you call that?
I'd call that the texting line.
Oh, okay, cool.
Or the calling.
Or not.
So he will make it through the next segment. Yeah, I think. I had to fire him up to get back into it.
Turning out, let me make Father's Day easy for you. Get your dad the Dad's Favorite Gift Package at OmahaSteaks.com. Enter the code Dalton into the search bar. You'll get that pack for just $99.99 plus 8 free Omaha Steaks burgers at the search bar. Dalton at OmahaSteaks.com.
My damn motor mouth.
Magazine has showcased the history, style, arts, dining, and entertainment that defines excellence on both sides of Mobile Bay. Each month's issue is filled with our unique Southern Alabama culture, beautifully captured and told through engaging articles and stunning photography. When you subscribe to Mobile Bay Magazine, you'll be swept into the pages where recipes, familiar places, and faces, and untold stories abound. Start your journey today by visiting MobileBayMag.com. That's MobileBayMag.com.
I'm just going to do everything
Ultra Wash from Mobile can wash your home, but we also wash commercial buildings and their surroundings. You get tired of ignoring all the dirt and grime around your business or home, call Ultra Wash 251-366-5291 or ultrawashmobile.com. Rates, policy forms, and availability vary by state. Did you know life insurance rates are near record lows? If you own life insurance or if you're thinking of buying any, why spend more than you have to? Since 1986, AccuQuote has helped literally millions of people just like you save a fortune on their life insurance. Here's how they do it. They monitor the products offered by dozens of the most well-respected brand name life insurance companies you trust so that you get the lowest rates. For example, a healthy 4-year-old can buy a $500,000 of 10-year level term for less than $20 a month. 20 and 30-year rates are also available. Don't forget to ask them about the new term life plans that guarantee your money back, even if you outlive your policy. Take 5 minutes and call AccuQuote for your free quote. Call 1-800-318-1787. Find out how much you can save on your life insurance. Call AccuQuote today at 1-800-318-1787. That's 1-800-318-1787.
Hello again, friends. This is Randy Morgan, host of Southern Fairways Golf Radio Show, presented by McComm Automotive. Teeing up with me and PGA professional every Saturday night, beginning at 10 a.m. We'll have great golf tips to help improve your game, great guests from the sports world, and a ton of fun along the way. This is your personal invitation to team up with me, Randy Morgan, and Bobby Hall. Southern Fairways Golf Radio Show every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. right here on FM Talk 106.5.
They make a product that goes until it's done.
To get on the line, call 343-0106. Now back to Mike and Stu.
Hey, that's us.
Well, let's say hello to Bob's Downtown Diner. On the
Hey,
corner of
Bob,
Fat and Happy.
Downtown Diner. How y'all doing?
They're good.
I
saw them this morning. They're good.
Oh, okay. You took care of that.
And say hello to our friends over there at Le Bachon Wine and Tapas Bar.
Man, yeah.
Get your Dave's, famous Dave's. And I'm not David, by the way.
Yeah. You're not Bob either.
I'm not Bob either.
And you're not Hall.
I'm not Hall.
No, you're from Hall Sausage and Wholesale Meats. You're not Mr. Hall.
No, we're not.
No. And you are not Roy Seawer from Butch Cassidy's Cafe, but you have been seen in public with him.
Many a time.
Many a time.
Many a time.
Poor Roy. Getting drug all around the place by you. Showing a good time.
Oh, he's the one that likes to, keep going. I mean, he goes. So people would say I do too, but they just see what I post. They don't.
Yeah.
They don't see me sleeping at a red light and stuff like that. Yeah, or in the studio.
Except when I take a picture and post it.
Yeah. Oh, Erin over at Farm Fresh.
Yeah, Erin Childress, her birthday.
Yeah, it's her birthday. I saw that. Yeah, awesome. What a pretty woman.
Yeah.
And smart.
Yeah.
And hard worker.
And she slings a butcher knife. You might want to keep your distance.
Let me tell you, I've seen her sling a half a cow over her shoulders.
Yep.
And she's a tough woman.
She'll whoop you.
Yes, she will.
And if she known, I bet her husband would.
Mm-hmm.
So keep your distance, young man. But they have probably the best butcher shop in the area.
Yeah.
Within a long drive. I mean, Hattiesburg has a good one. There's a nice one in Bluestill, but that one in Robertsdale is huge.
What's the big place?
What's the name of the place?
Farm Fresh Meats, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Robertsdale, and they get ready to expand.
Oh, yeah.
Get ready to expand. They bulldoze the building.
Follow them on Facebook, Steve, if you're a pork rind lover, because they don't do them all the time. But when they do, they post it on Facebook, and you've got about 20 minutes to get there for their sold out.
Well, I ain't gonna make it.
Yeah. But I happened to be driving by there when they posted it. I told my buddies, pull in here. And we went, oh my gosh, it's pork.
They need a like a
hot pork rinds now. So
yeah, like Krispy Kreme.
Hot pork rinds now.
Yeah, and I was at Bluegill last night, and they had pork rinds on their menu.
I think pork rinds and pimento cheese is a really good substitute for like chips and salsa.
That's an idea.
And
wow.
You ought to
also
serve that too.
I'm not frying anything. If I have to have a fryer, I don't want to do
No,
it.
you do microwave.
I'm not going to have a microwave.
Okay. But there you can get microwavable pork rinds.
Oh yeah, and they're delicious.
And,
Really?
Yeah, they do really well.
Is that like microwave popcorn?
Yeah.
Really?
Takes about a minute to 2 minutes, something like that.
Some bars have them.
And they're all flavored too.
No.
Yeah. You go on Amazon. They're hard to find in stores around here, which doesn't make sense. We're in the South. You think if you're going to sell pork rinds somewhere that's microwavable, it'd be in the South.
Huh.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
my favorite thing to
something
dip in
every
pimento
week.
cheese is fried dill pickle slices. In pimento
You're
cheese.
sick.
No. Now, I don't get people that dip fried pickles into ranch, but that's because I don't get ranch existing. I don't understand the appeal of it at all.
Oh, well.
But the pickles in the pimento cheese, I know I'm in the minority with that. I mean, it's mayonnaise.
I don't
Yeah.
understand blue cheese and wings, but that's just me.
You have to eat them together.
That's what I'm saying. I
Yeah.
don't get it.
Oh, well, then your tongue is malfunctioning then. It creates a new flavor. There are certain things that do that, like blueberry and lemon really match together perfectly. Chocolate and orange are like that. And buffalo sauce and blue cheese play really well off each
All
other.
right.
The difference with ranch and the buffalo sauce, they don't play as much as the ranch is just a foil for the
Tends to
heat.
toil. It kind of tones it down.
Yeah, it's a foil for the heat.
Ah.
Stu will back me on this, but imagine, if you will, Steve, you take a hamburger on a brioche bun.
Right.
Love brioche bun, especially got a little butter and toast a little bit. All right, take that and then grill a piece of pineapple. Put it on there.
Okay.
And with your bacon, fry an egg over easy. Put that on top. And then on the top bun, instead your mayonnaise is on the bottom bun, but on top you put crunchy peanut butter.
Now,
then
I
when you
haven't
bite
personally
into it-
eaten that.
Every listener you had. No, I don't.
I
That's
don't
really
know. Mike
That's
adds those
interesting.
accoutrements to pretty much any sandwich he can.
But
See,
But-
he
loves
loses me at the egg
But here's-
part.
here's the
thing.
I-
The only way I can do eggs is scramble.
But when you bite into that and you hit that yellow and it runs down through the sandwich,
The
or
best
burger,
mayonnaise you've ever had.
and what is man? Yeah,
What,
It's
which
made with-
begs me to ask why I put mayonnaise on there. But the mayonnaise,
I
here's
put
the answer.
aioli on
The
it.
mayonnaise is a moisture layer on
Yeah.
the bottom bun. You should either have mayonnaise or lettuce on your bottom bun on every burger. Everything else goes on top. They are moisture barriers that keep that bottom bun from getting soggy and falling apart.
Oh,
But-
that makes sense.
But when you bite into that and you hit that yellow and it starts running down between your fingers and then getting everywhere, all those food flavors, those profiles, they come together. They marry.
Because that
And
egg
it's
is fat,
delicious.
and fat collects the flavors and spreads them evenly across your palate. So when
Interesting.
people say fat has flavor, it doesn't have flavor of its own. it gathers all of the other flavors and spreads it.
See,
With the exception of egg yolk, which has a lot of flavor too, but like olive oil and stuff, those kind of fats, those more straightforward fats, they spread all the flavors across your palate.
See, I'm
evenly,
not,
so you taste
I'm not fat. I'm flavorful. I'm flavorful.
All right, I'll tell the Gators that.
It's all, it ain't fat, it's flavor.
You're fluffy. I would love to get Enrique Iglesias on this show.
And a
Fluffy.
Fluffy.
Yeah, that's his real name.
Yeah. There's 3 levels of, well, there's 10 levels of, 5 levels of fat or whatever.
Something like that.
Damn.
He is hilarious. He excuse me. He was in the very first season, I believe it was, of Last Comic Standing. And his first show after that was, I may not have been the last comic standing, but I'm the wealthiest one on that show. He didn't win, but he is by far the wealthiest comedian to ever come off that show.
He's done really well.
Yeah. And he's done a lot to what he's got a great food travel show on Amazon.
Well, what about this Matt Rife?
Never heard of him.
$500 a ticket.
Yeah.
Never heard of him until people started saying, "Who is Matt Rife?"
And that was the design.
Well, me, I was one of them.
Yeah, it worked.
And it looks like he doesn't wear any clothes on his shows because he's always, every picture I've seen of him, he's standing there with no shirt on.
Oh, you're confusing him with that Bill somebody, because all the clips that I saw this weekend, he's wearing a low shirt and blue jeans. He looks like a frat boy. Yeah, he's like 25 or something. But
yeah, I'm gonna pull him up right now.
But he apparently he came to fame on TikTok.
Yeah,
and I haven't looked at my TikTok in about 2 years.
And every post that I've seen, see right here, see.
Oh well, he's ripped.
Now he works out.
Yeah, so he's got a. You and I should not be posing like that.
Well, no way.
Yeah.
I'd want to sell tickets.
Sell tickets to put it back on.
You have the granddad bod.
Yeah, well said.
I got a T-shirt I'm having made. I can't give it away right now.
I used to have one that said there's a place on this earth for all of God's creatures, and it's right next to the mashed potatoes and gravy. Yeah, there's a friend of mine got me that.
Wear that at a PETA convention.
Yeah, it was it with that big Field and Stream logo that was on it too. That was fantastic, folks. We got to get out of here.
Why?
Because you need a nap, and I'm going to the Sugar's Abode to do some kayaking.
They're gonna let you in there.
Well, they can't stop me.
Okay. Well, folks, get out there, support local, be local, buy local.
Yeah.
Tip those servers, earn your tips.
Oh, they're earning it this time of year.
Oh yeah,
hot as it is.
Yeah.
As hangry as people like myself get.
Yeah. And we don't need any more places going out of business. So get out there and support everything local.
Yeah. And don't forget, Provolone, folks.
You can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant. You can get anything you want